talk. No more talk. Come on, let's get it. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's lights, cameras, action. It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime. You can get this work. It's showtime. No more lip service. It's time to make it happen. Gun club, goody people. I'm here to tell the captain.
What up, y'all? This DJ Poppy. We got the legendary Cujo Goody.
Yo, what's happening? You already know what it is, man. Dirty South.
And we got our special guest in the building. Introduce yourself, King.
Yeah. What's going on, world? It's Renegade El Ray, Southern Eagle Music Group all day.
Hey, Grammy Winning. Put some respect on it.
Got to.
He being too cool.
I'm cool being here with y'all, man.
Yeah, so, man, Renegade, man, listen. So, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
I'm still fairly new down here to Georgia, loving it. And, my people's up there going to see this, right?
Okay.
And so, man, let's start from the beginning.
Right.
Because I thought Renegade was from Georgia.
Oh, no.
But I kept hearing him talk.
Yeah.
And I got some family down there.
Okay.
So, man, let's start, man. We
I mean to say no.
But no.
Definitely, Renegade definitely represent his side, his side of the world, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely when he gets a chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He represents lovely. So, I'm glad you
you
did segue into that, man, because, man, he's got the background, the way he's come from, man, it's a lot of legends coming out of that spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people that shit we look up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So without further ado, man, you know what I'm saying? Put it down, Renegade. Let's see.
Hey, man, it's Memphis, Tennessee,
There
all
it is.
day,
Man.
every day. You feel me? Every day I wake up, I'm representing the city. You feel me? As best as I can, as positive as I can.
Yeah, right.
Y'all see what's going on in the news or
Right.
whatever, whether it's
Yeah.
social media or the news
sure.
or whatever. Y'all see exactly what's going on in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
It seemed like a war zone a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what a lot of inner cities are anyway.
Yeah,
We're dealing with our youth and with the music and, just everything as it feeds off of each other.
Right.
But, the city
So
is crazy for sure.
Has it gotten better?
You talking about overall in Memphis?
I'm talking about, because we already know what happened, you know what I'm saying, with Yo Gotti and Big Juke was going on. So that's still
I mean,
continuing,
I be tapped into a lot of my homies and folks will tell me like, yo, it's crazy out here, bro.
Right.
And I be like, but I get to giving examples like, but what about when we was young and this and this and that?
Yeah,
they like, no,
change,
man, look,
man,
bro,
change.
it's as worse as it ever been. Is what the specific words a couple of my homies say, and they out here. You know what I'm saying? But then I also got a couple other homies that's still out there and still in it, and they just be like, as long as you ain't woo, it's you kind of safe. Now we do know a lot of innocent bystanders get hit, a lot of innocent bystanders get robbed.
Yeah.
But you kind of got to know where you at, where you going, what you doing. Me personally, I'm always looking over my shoulder. I grew up with these folks robbing folks. You know what I'm saying? So I'm knowing how they thinking. So maybe that's another reason why I kind of move the way I do. So, but the city is kind of crazy. But what do you expect when opportunities are dwindling? And people trying to figure out and find their way. And you got youngins and it's like, he's shining. I need that.
Well, it's a way because, you know what I'm saying, you definitely showing them that it's definitely a way, man. You can definitely get up out of your city and relocate to somewhere else.
Right.
And, man, and make a living for yourself, man. So, man, you definitely something positive, man, they can look up to with that.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking of it like that, but I'm always talking to my folks. Even like I was talking to my one of my younger cousins. He locked up right now. Shout out to Kate. He locked up right now, and I was telling him before he went back in. Like, hey man, anything you trying to do, I can help you with. You know what I'm saying? I used to pull up on him when I would go home. Like two cousins I would pull up on and just like drive around with them. Like just, you know what I mean? I know I see who you rocking with.
Right.
Don't jump in the car with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least it's just at least a few hours, I know you ain't on no BS right now. You know what I mean? But you can only, especially when you're young, you know, we all thought we knew everything when we was young, you know, and then
everybody.
you kind of like be full speed ahead in whatever it is you into. So, you know, I definitely don't judge him for it. I hate that he got caught up in it because I could have got caught up the same way. So it's just I'm just extremely blessed to be where I am to this day, be right here with y'all. You feel me? Because it could have went any other way on some foolishness. So that's another reason why I try my best to be positive as I can.
It's choices, man.
For sure.
Man, it's choices, man.
So, man, let me ask you this, man. You know, you being from Tennessee, man. Who influenced you in Tennessee? Like, what artists is you was like, or who's your favorite artist?
If we talk in Tennessee,
just Tennessee.
I would say my most biggest influence might have been Ball and G for sure. After Ball and G, I'd probably say Gangsta Boo. And then the list
I had a guy in mind for some reason. Man, I get like my man Winston Rogers, Tila.
Now Tila smooth. Now
I kind of
never take that.
You a smooth brother, man. I swear I be getting that from him. And when I found out you was from Tennessee, I said,
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if he like listen to him and or is he just that damn cool, man? Nigga say I'm cool, isn't he? He cool. Renegade cool, the motherfucker, man.
But I ain't gonna front like I was listening to Tila like in depth.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I heard the singles, but I wasn't on the albums. But I was on Boo album. You get what I'm saying? I was on.
You was on Gangsta Boo album?
Yeah. No, not on it, but I'm listening to it. Yeah, listening to it as a youth. I was listening to her, John. I was listening to like I said, Ball and G a lot. Like I on my way to basketball camp, listening to Ball and G. Like when high school and junior high. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I'm saying basketball camp like in summertime. So like for those who don't know, like in Memphis, especially like when I was a kid, when I was growing up, basketball camps was huge. Yeah. You know, you go with it. Like if you can get into a Penny Hardaway camp or really the Shelby Metro camps is what we really was on. The Shelby Metro was put on by the city. Yeah. And then they'll have like citywide camps. It's gonna be at a different high school every week. You know what I'm saying? So like it was fun because it'd be like everybody that's trying to hoop. Yeah. But then it also be like the niggas that's hooping. Yeah. So we get to watch them niggas. We like, oh yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Still some moves, okay. But I used to walk to camps and stuff, just listening to them folks.
Gangsta Boo.
Yeah, man, Gangsta Boo. Like I said, because I would at the time I really want on 3-6 like that. But if anybody, it would be her. So what stood out? Her, then Pat.
What stood out? Gangsta Boo, what grabbed you?
I think it might have been just her.
Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo too.
Yeah, R.I.P. Queen Lola.
Yeah, shout out.
But I would think for me, flow wise is what always drew me to Boo, because like even now, like how I approach the drums or how I approach the track, like she gonna always you know what I mean? And then her patterns will get a little bit more intricate a little bit. Oh, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I always rock. And then with Ball and G, I gravitated to Ball as a kid more than I did G.
Wow, just a loss.
Which was the one that Mr. DJ did, where he had the one that had CeeLo on that joint. To get where I'm at right now, I done paid my dues. It's been a long and wrong and right.
That's my shit right there.
The trap to the morning light. Ghetto ain't left me no choices. I had to fight. My mom and dad was too young to raise me right. Shout out to Low, man.
Yeah, what up, Low?
Man. Like, I didn't even know. You know, and that's a full circle moment for me, right? To grow up on that music and then, you know, come into a profession of music. Yeah. And I'm sitting here with you. You know what I'm saying? I did music with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you a legend. Right. You feel me? And then to do music with Low. And then to be able to record a Ball and G while I'm rocking with Drummer Boy. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So these be full circle moments for me. But to answer the question, I gravitated to Boo because of her cadence. Yeah, okay. You know, at the time I didn't realize what my superpower was as an artist, and we all find out what our superpowers are, you know. But now looking back on what made me as an MC was the cadences.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? And she was heavy on the cadence. Every time she came on kind of like you. Like how you kick in the door, and that's something that Ray taught me. It's like the track going this way.
Yeah.
Who gonna come in and chop this way? You know, it's just like with you, the track going this way, and you kicking the door this way. And it's like, but it's dope though, because it allows for a refreshing entrance in the track. You get what I'm saying? Like as once we get scientific with it, when we become professionals, then we like, okay, we trying to break it down and dissect it. But as a kid, as a youth, it's a shock value for how she jumping in.
Right,
so you know, in terms of Memphis artists at the time that I was listening, it definitely was her and Ball.
Yeah.
And then I would go to Pat, you know, just because how he was just slum with it.
Man, everybody loves Pat, man.
And grow up and then go out. And everybody that you meet, it don't matter where you from.
Yeah.
Everybody like, Pat. You was on Pat.
Everybody.
I'm pretty sure he knew, but I don't know if he know how much love he got.
I've been wondering that too, man. I'm cool with Pat, man. I got a DJ for him.
Okay.
What's crazy, he had his DJ. And he came to a spot in Columbus, Ohio. I'm DJing. Shout out to the social club. And in Cleveland, listen, the South is our blood cousins.
Right.
The music, like we listen to everything. But that South, like we was on it before it hit radio.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'm in there playing like I'm back when it came out. Country Black come out like, hey man, come here, man. He just said, hey man, come here, man.
Wow.
Hey, Pat want to holler at you. I said, for what? He said, man, come on in back, man. Pat want to holler at you. So all right, let me throw a little long song on, do something on, man. Pat like, hey man, hey, this my DJ. I'm like, what's up? He said, man, you fire. I need to dude, I was like, damn, for real?
Fire.
He like, for real.
That's
so I went out there, man. We rocked out, man. We had a good ass time, man. But I got a funny Pat story, and I got another question, man. We get to the airport in Cleveland. I never knew that these guys never formally met, man. Project Pat and Goody Mob. I never knew that.
That's crazy.
I knew Pat.
Right.
I see him or whatever. We hollering, and they like, man. I'm like, y'all know Pat? They like, nah. I'm like, wow. I never knew that. I just
moved.
Like being from the Midwest, we just assume everybody in the South hang out and got each other number.
And that's the same way everybody in the South felt like about people up north.
Yeah.
You thought they was all cool.
Yeah.
You realize.
I know the New York ain't like that.
It ain't like that.
Nah.
I mean, I knew that shit when we went up there and Wu-Tang was up there, man. They was booing.
Yeah.
They booed the Wu-Tang. I was like, damn. Yeah, they booed us and they booed Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Like that, because they wasn't from New York. They was from a whole nother island. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, once niggas see that shit, man, they don't even hang out in that area.
Yeah.
You feel me? They got them just gonna stay where the love is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, man, so man, let me ask you this. So let's fast forward a little bit. So how did you get in the circle here at Stankonia? You know, you work with Killer Mike, you know, you working with Big Boy, you know, you work with Cujo. How did you get in that network?
Well, my overall answer that I always give,
besides God.
And then you can't say besides God.
No. That's number one. No, that's number one.
Right.
Because that's what I tell people.
Right. It's God,
yeah,
right?
I tell people that too.
But like that's always how I'm gonna start off though. Answer like that, because when I break it down, it couldn't have been nobody but God.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I went to school to Full Sail to be an engineer, to be an audio engineer. I was already an artist. I was already out here promoting my music, selling mixtapes on the street, doing all of that.
Out here?
No. Yeah, I came out here as a kid. Posted up at a few QTs. You get what I'm saying? All of that.
Oh yeah,
you know,
grinding.
Yeah, we get to it. Like
shit, man. That's the respect that I got, man.
At a young age, just like I know I need to do this, and then you know, we watching as a kid, you watch stories and you hear about this person that I was homeless for a while. And it's like, well, if this is what it takes, I need to start now. You know what I mean? So that's how I just was like, okay, let's get it now. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of like, you know, even though I went to college and I was doing a lot of stuff, I started recording and jumping out early, just trying to make sure that people know the face and whatever. But to answer to go back to your question, I went to Full Sail.
And that's here in Georgia?
No, it's in Orlando, Florida. So I went to Full Sail to be audio engineer, because I needed a back door.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I needed to be able to make myself valuable.
Yeah.
Because we all rap, so it's like what's gonna set you apart.
Right.
And then paying attention to Kanye and how he was a producer, and though he was an artist, he was a producer. So he would. I heard him say he would play his tracks, his songs for people at the end of sessions that he came to play tracks for. He would also play songs. So I'm like, okay, boom. Well, I ain't making no beat, so let's figure this out. My boy at the time, Chuck, he was like, yo, he put me on the Full Sail. It's this school. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, what was going to be my next move anyway. So that's why I did a album called My Way Out, because at the time of getting ready to transition and graduate from the University of Memphis, I needed a way out. I needed something to do. I wasn't going to go work at no 9 to 5. I'm sorry. That's just not me. So as crazy as it might sound, a nigga with a degree is thinking, is he back? What's that? Because I know I'm not finna go do that. You get what I'm saying? So Full Sail provided me a way out of the city, and it provided me the skill that I knew I was going to need. So while I was in Full Sail, fast forward 6 months in, I sent in my resume here to Stank On You. I prayed on it. I said, God, this is where I want to be.
Would they hit it online or something? Just like,
how did you see? My girl found out how to get in touch with her.
Oh wow!
Like she found, because she knew I was coming to Atlanta for music. So she found all the numbers. And contacts on probably like 10, 12 studios. Patchwork, Stain,
still ain't been there.
Tree Sound, Dart at the time, like all the studios. And I probably reached out to all of them. Maybe out of like the 12, I think I probably reached out to at least 8. And I sent in my resume. Walt called me 30 minutes. You remember Walt?
Yes.
Walter Wise. Shout out to Walter Wise if he sees it. Walter Wise called me 30 minutes after I sent in my resume. Mind you, though, I'm just throwing out fillers, but I prayed. This is where I want to be. You get what I'm saying? And so I sent in my resume. I went back to go sell some mixtapes real quick. By the time I get posted up, he called me. You in Atlanta? Nah, I'm still in school. I got 6 months left. Well, just call me when you get when you get here or whatever. So what I did was that's my alarm. Tell my kids. But what I did was every time I graduated, every time I passed a couple courses, because how Full Sail goes, you got 2 classes a month. So to keep yourself on your pace, you got to pass those 2 classes every month. So every time I passed some classes, I called Walt. I just passed these classes. Still coming. You know what I mean? Just to build a rapport. So how it happened was as soon as I graduated, I came down and he called me. Literally, he called me no later than an hour to 2 hours of me being in Atlanta. Like I just drove down here and he called, hey, are you here yet? I actually just got here, is what I said. I actually just got here. Well, come in tomorrow for your interview. I came in for my interview. He hired me that day.
That's what's up, man.
That ain't nobody but God.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You get what
I see why you say that.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
That was already planned for you. You just had to
put in the
catch
work.
up to it.
Catch up. And that's why when I was an intern, I interned for 2 years for free. But no matter how hard it got, it got hard. Imagine you're a grown man with no income. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how hard it got, I wasn't gonna quit. No matter how hard it gets, I'm not gonna quit because I asked for this.
Right.
He gave it to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I spit in that man's face? Right.
So
I can't spit in the most.
So during that, you and your girl, y'all moved down here?
Well, she was already here.
Oh, okay.
I moved down here like this is what I'm finna come do.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah. She was already there. She actually was my GPS before I got GPS.
Hey man, when you got you a good virtuous sister, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's what's up.
About, she gonna do it. She gonna do it all for damn near the grunt work. You like, damn, baby.
She knew the city. So like when they would send me on food runs, yo, where's so she was like, yeah, you gotta go here. You need to go. Okay. You know what I mean?
That's
I get there. Yeah, because I had a BS phone at the time. I ain't had no smartphone. I still had the little bullshit Nokia.
Okay, yeah.
Started from there. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta start somewhere. I didn't get an iPhone till I went on tour with Big because I needed to be on social media.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings, bro.
Man, that's a hell of a story, man.
Testimony,
Rather. Yeah, that's what's up, man.
So, but to answer your question, that's how I got here at Stink On You, and then I just came up as an intern.
Yeah.
So it went from me working just at the front desk and different stuff, and then Backbone pulled me in. I did some recording.
I was about to ask you, was that the first recording you did here?
What?
Who was the first person that you engineered that you recorded?
Backbone. He asked me to do some stuff for him.
Shout out to Back, man.
Shout out to OG Backbone for sure. He really took a liking to me. So I started doing some recording stuff with him, and then I think I did a record with him and Fiend called "Keep the Lights On."
Oh, I gotta go check for that.
What? They snapped on that joint too. So
Backbone and Fiend.
Yeah, Backbone.
So you was
Backbone. I gotta go.
So you was engineering with Backbone first, and then all of a sudden now, this the first song that you got on with Backbone and Fiend.
As far as me,
yeah, I'm talking about when you got here in Atlanta and start
recording people.
Recording people.
Yeah, I think he was the first person that actually asked me to do something.
Okay, and the first song, Fiend and Backbone.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That was all in the same session. That was all in the same.
What year was that?
Man, that was like had to be either 09 or 2010.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it was more on 09. Oh no! So that was when I first got here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was still cleaning toilets and sitting at the front.
Yeah. I don't even remember you even doing that. I don't even remember you interning.
I was just here. You know what I mean?
But I do remember that.
Keep my head down and do what I'm asked. Soak up some game. You know what I mean? And just keep it moving. And I was still in the C room recording my own mixtapes. You know what I mean? Because of Backbone. So Back knew I was an artist as well as an engineer, you know, and my homie Capo, shout out to Capo from Dothan, Alabama, super dope artist. You know, he don't rap no more, but anyway, but him and Backbone were at the front desk with me while I was sitting down talking about my mixtape. Because Capo sat down and was like,
did they know it was you?
Yeah, they figured it out. But I didn't know they figured it out. But you know, because I'm cleaning up and stuff. So yeah, of course I'm gonna sit my mixtapes right here at the front. Not at the front desk, but at least right here on the front little pillar.
You gonna see it.
Yeah, and I still let people put their mixtapes and whatever's I let them they flyers and all that. Let them put it right in front.
So was that always like that?
What?
When you come in here, you got people's flyers and
well, they used to put them when I came. They used to put them like all in that back window right there. Like when you
I
come
do
in,
remember that. Yeah,
they used to put them all in the back window. But I'm like, man, can't nobody see it like that. So I started putting folks' stuff to the front, and then put mine there too. Dang. So one day I was sitting at the front desk, and I'm just regular night, and then Capo comes sit across from me like you sitting across from me, and he said, "Hey, bro, this you?" I was like, "Yeah." Man, you hard. I appreciate that. And then he was like, yo. And then Backbone just so happened to be walking through the hallway. And Capo say, hey, yo, Back, you know this was him? He was like, yeah, I've been peeping. Like, yeah, the brothers, have Back talking. Brothers, man, they're nice. So what was crazy is they talking about it, and then Big walked by. And then Back hit him with the, yo, he rap. And then Big was like, oh, okay. You know how he don't care. You know what I'm saying? So then and then I think something might have been on his mind at the time. So he walked on out, do whatever he was doing, and he walked back in. And they were playing it at that point because like we had the little computer at the front. So then they was playing it, and then Big was like,
"It was some nice speakers up there."
Nah,
or the computer speakers.
Like a little BS computer at the time. It crashed by now. But yeah, they was playing it, and then Big was like, "Okay." So then, as probably like a couple more weeks went by, Big heard more. So then from there, because of that moment, he was like, well, shit, you gonna trap it out in the C room. So that opened up the gateway for me to be able to be recording in the C room. So when it came to me dealing with just anybody.
Right here by the bathroom.
Right by the vending machine. Right.
Okay, that's the
So
trap.
that was
That's
the trapped out.
But it worked.
That's where I recorded. That's where I learned how to EQ.
Yeah.
Because at that time, like I make sure that there's plugins in there now.
Yeah.
When I was in there, it wasn't nothing in there but stock.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
John Fry had all the plugins in the A room, and it was a bunch of plugins in the B room, but it wasn't nothing in the C room.
Yeah.
So but I learned. I really learned how to EQ, how to compress. Because I ain't had nothing but the whack, regular stock stuff. So you know what I mean. So now it's like any plug-in, like I'm just looking to see what else. It's like going from a Pinto to a Benz.
Yeah.
It's like I know how to drive at this point.
Yeah.
But okay, this is now I turn on. I change the gears like this now instead of like this. You get what I'm saying or whatever.
Damn, that's tough.
But yeah. So I was interning. So that it's kind of like I had a dual internship is what I tell people because. From that point on, Big would keep an ear out, and he would throw me a little gem here and there, while I'm crafting as an MC. So it's like I'm interning under him as an MC, and I'm still interning under John Fry as an engineer. Right. And I go sit in there with him and sit behind him. He sit at the computer. He let me sit across the room on the side. Don't say shit.
Yeah.
And watch and pay attention and listen. Right. You get what I'm saying? Listen, bro. That's what I'm doing, and then it just kept going. So everything I heard him doing, and when I would hear him opening up somebody's vocals, I hear him panning, I hear him doing this. As soon as I get back in the C room the next morning, that's what I'm doing in my music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, and then I might after a while play something big, like, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
And he'll sit down with me and listen to about like 3-4, records, and then one day he hit me was like, "Man, you could rap." So. And then walked upstairs. He hit me with the Mr. Miyagi. You get what I'm saying? But then I realized what he was saying, which was like, okay, you can rap, bro, but you ain't making no songs. And that's that was what I couldn't do. I can come up with a 16 like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was trash at hooks, right? Trash. I'm talking about trash at hooks. And I wasn't good at. I didn't know nothing about making songs besides like hook verse. You know what I'm saying? And because I started out in a group as a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I just used to doing my part. Yeah, and it wasn't the hook.
What was the group?
The name of the group was called the Regency at the time. The Regency. The Regency. So
Regency or
Regency?
The Regency.
Regency. Okay.
Now the word was Regency.
Okay.
But we pronounced it.
Regency. Okay.
Yeah, right.
I know him.
No.
I'm like a hotel slang type.
We just do something. Just say it different. It's like Antoine and Antoine, whatever. Okay. But yeah, we just put a little accent on it, and that was our group. Great. So, like I said, my part wasn't never the hook because I was never the hook guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But with Big giving me little gems like that, I would start back. I would start like researching songs. Boom. Cut this where you come in at, right? You don't even know. But one of the songs I listened to probably like for a whole day was Tangerine. With you and B. Shake it like a tangerine.
Wow.
Says you want anything. Shake it like a tangerine. Shake it like a tangerine. You feel me? Yeah. So, and I just heard how you changed up the hook. How you changed up the words. Damn. To this day, I do that. In my hooks. Wow. Pray for the sheep. Think about how Pray for the Sheep go. Right? Now, it was
Pray for the Sheep on Survival Kit.
Right.
This brother right here wrote that hook on Pray for the Sheep. So he said, Cujo, I need you to say it. So I think that both
Renegade
of us
wrote
said
it? Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, man.
So yeah, both of us on there, but I came in the big room and he had something, I need you to check something out, OG. And he had something on it that was real spiritual to me. Yeah. It was tough. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, damn, what the hell he came from? But I think we manicured it a little bit. I think Ray was in there.
Ray and Reed. Okay. And because it was a 2-part hook.
Right.
And the way I was doing it was like it sounded the same on the first part and it sounded the same on the second part, but it was different words.
Right.
Same, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
and it's coming from a brother that's used to doing 16s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I learned from that Mr. Miyagi moment. Wow. You can rap So
yeah,
listening to, you see how everything is full circle.
yeah.
Listening to Tangerine, and then from there I went to other songs, and then with the other songs I'm doing my homework, and I got better at hooks that way. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, Reek altered the hook on Pray for the Sheep, and then that's how we got what we got.
But still, you listen though.
No, most definitely I had to, because I'm trying to. You know, and to this day I'm still trying to elevate all the way to the tip top.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? To the moon and beyond.
Right.
But from just little moments, like as far as like interning, and then as far as like engineering, and then getting invited in the room, and what do you think about this song? Right, that's big for an intern. That's a huge moment. Just what do you think? And it's just real. What do you think?
Right.
And you give your honest feedback, and then they ask you to come back in the session the next day. You know what I'm saying? And then say, hey, we got next session gonna be. You gonna be there? Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it went from there, and then from this artist to this artist. And when I say this artist to this artist, I mean brothers. Yeah. From I think after me working with Back, because then we did Generation X with Back.
That's right. Okay.
So I was in there with him and a couple of the homies. Shout out to everybody in Dungeon Family, Dungeon Family Generation X. That was a big thing, because at the time nobody else in the DF knew about it when Beck jumped out with it. But he was like, yo, ain't nobody on the internet. You know what I mean? My brother's got to be represented, and that was his reason for doing it. But you know, come down the pipeline later, Reek and them didn't know about it. So actually, my first interaction with Reek wasn't a good one, because somebody, matter of fact, what was Dr. Dex? Dex was sitting at the front, the graffiti artist.
Yeah.
Dex was sitting at the front. Dax, my bad, Dax. Dax was sitting at the front. Man said, it was talking about something, and then they were talking about people just doing unauthorized stuff. And then Dax say, speaking of that, what do you think about the Dungeon Family Generation X? And then Reek, Reek
blew up.
Reek went ham, and I'm just sitting there like, nah, I'm gonna be a sucker if I don't say nothing. 'Cause I'm in it. Yeah. So I'm like, it's interesting you say that, because I'm one of the people that's in it. Woo, woo, woo. So then it was like you know what I mean, with energy with me and Reek, but we super cool now. So shout out to my OG Rico Wade, man. But that was the thing. And then Ray, Ray, he ain't gonna say nothing too much just off the bat. And then he just looked at me, and then he was just like, he just walked off. And then,
so it was Dungeon X?
It was Dungeon Family Generation X.
Dungeon Family Generation X, okay.
So Reek's still going off. Yeah. And then I look at Sleepy, and Sleepy say, I don't know nobody. So that's how he got out of it. I don't know nobody. So, I don't got nothing to say. So then, it went from all of that to me working with Killer Mike. Yeah. Well, I think, the next person I worked with was C-Bone. C-Bone was the first person to get on one of my songs.
Let me ask you this: Dungeon Family Generation X, who was all a part of that?
That was, of course, me and Backbone. You had Miss Cece LaFleur.
Okay.
Singer-songwriter. She's super dope, super talented.
Light-skinned sister?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I know you're talking about. Thick with it.
Yeah. Shout out CC LaFleur. She got a crazy voice. She wrote a couple records with me and B. Okay. Like Boomerverse and a lot of stuff like that. So, but it was her. It was Alien Craft at the time, but he's back to Backwood Mark. Okay. Right now, he was in the Backwoods.
Yes.
Yeah, he be snapping. You know what I mean? He was in it. You had two singers. They were going by the name of Dukes of the Ville, Ricky and James.
I think
they still songwriters to this day. Man, Butterfly. She was a dope MC from. She is a MC. I don't know if she does music like that no more though, but she's from Florida.
I had a squad.
Back put together a whole bunch of people. You had my homie Doskiwo from Macon. Okay. Big Wit from Macon.
He was technically unauthorized.
Yeah.
This group.
Yeah, come to find out.
The name, I guess the name.
It was the name, because
But the vibe, I feel you.
No. He was dead on with what he put together. And we put together a project on some, collaborative effort. We put together a dope project. Yeah, it's a project. A whole project. I think we might have did one or two. You know what I'm saying? We're just trapping it out in my boy Big Wit apartment.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we put together a lot of different stuff within that small.
Shout out to Big Mom, man. Backwoods,
yeah,
man.
and he's still snapping and putting stuff together.
Already.
Him and my homie Monster, Low Breed. But it went from working with them and then working with C-Bone. C-Bone, I did a record with C-Bone. I think it was called like All Night. But he was the first person to jump on my record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And performed it with me at UT Homecoming.
Because
he was the hype man at the time for Big, right? And then my brother went to UT. So when they booked Big for the Homecoming,
they see you
my
now,
big brother, which is my brother's friend, like, hey, they coming down here, we gonna get you on. So I got the opening spot. Then I asked C-Bone, would you perform this record with me? And he kept it all the way trill, you know. Some niggas be like, you know, he came on out and rocked the jump with me. You know what I mean? So it built. Long story short, it built. So it went from there, and then working with Killer Mike. You get what I'm saying? So and then just working with Cuddy Cartel. You know what I mean? I trapped it out with Cuddy Cartel for months.
Condolences to Cuddy Cartel family, man.
R.I.P. to Cuddy Cartel. Man. He was dope. Super dope. Come on, man. Yeah, he had sauce for days. So I worked with him, and then it just built, and it just built, and it just built, and it just built, and the rapport just got better. And so it's like as you work with more people, and then they see your work ethic, and then they see your product, and they like, okay, all right, I can trust him with my music. You get what I'm saying? And then it just goes from there.
Yeah. So man, you got something, man, I didn't know you was a part of, but I like to read credits and stuff. One of the joints, I remember playing that shit, man, and everybody like, what the fuck is this? That Kill Jill?
Yeah.
I was like, Renegade, you had something to do with that?
Yeah,
oh my God.
Shout out to
man.
Big Boy, man. You know.
That shit is hard.
A lot of people don't know he throw me a lot of alley-oops. Him and Ray, together, they throw me a lot of alley-oops. I mean, the Pray for the Sheep was a straight alley-oop for Big.
Shit, though, right there.
Like, he was trying to write his verse, and then he was like, ain't no hook on it yet. And then I'm just like, when I'm engineering, I try to like evaporate. You know what I mean? So a lot of times y'all walk in, right? I'll be just sitting at the computer, I just be like this on the phone. I just try to evaporate, let people do what they gonna do. You know, and he said it like 3-4 times. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to write a verse, but ain't no hook. And then he went on and said something to Ray. Yeah, I'm trying to write a verse, but ain't no hook. He kept looking, and then he started looking at me. I'm like, what? Nigga, you want me to write this? He was like, I mean, damn. Like, what else I gotta say? So, but as far as Kill Jill goes, you know, Killer Mike brought in the beat. I remember like it was yesterday. Killer, he was like, he was excited too. I think he had just got the beat from the homies. He was like, yo, I just got this new beat. This shit jamming. Twan, I gotta let you hear it. And then we was, you know, vibing out, looking for doing some other stuff. And then B was like, all right, go ahead, play it. It dropped. It was like everybody was like, your hair standing up on the back of your neck. We was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then B said,
man,
let me get it.
Killed that motherfucker too, man.
He said, he told Mike, let me get it. Mike was like, come on. He was like, all right, I get it to you. You gotta let me get on with you.
Man,
so that's how it happened. So Mike ended up doing his if I'm not mistaken, I don't. Did Mike do his verse first?
That's how it is on the album, though. Yeah.
You know what? Mike just went in and did his verse. Yeah. Because he knew he was gonna leave. He didn't want to leave without being on the record. Mike did his verse first, so that's why I opened up like that. And then Big again was trying to figure out what he was gonna do and how he was gonna approach it.
Big
so
killed that motherfucker.
That was the first time with them letting me just color. You know what I'm saying? So when everybody left, this is how I got a lot of placements on as far as Boomerverse. When everybody left, I stayed. Came up with the hook. You know, we sat down with the vibe, and then I approached Big with it. Like, what do you think? About this is the idea. You, Mike, Jeezy. It's gonna be an anthem. He was like, let me hear it. Played it. We rocked with it. You know, fast forward, Jeezy came and did his part. You know what I'm saying? And then Big crushed it on his end, and then Yoda did what Yoda do. came and added the bass line. Preston came in and
he told me
thumped it down.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then you Ray played a few chords, added some more little the little saucy sauce with the to make it feel more like Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Those little sounds. You know what I mean? So Ray sauced it up and
goddamn Ray Murray,
and it went like that. Yeah.
Shit.
Man, that shit hard as fuck, man. That nigga Big killed that shit, man.
Yeah,
Killer Mike did too,
yeah,
though.
he did. It's still the anthem. People still go crazy to this day. Every time I just be sitting.
So is it a hook on there?
Yeah. That's Jeezy. Jeezy on the hook.
Okay, that's right. Okay,
I'm talking hella records. I don't even stress. Just kill them softly with my presence. Won't even address it.
Man.
Say it's lonely at the top. This the best shit ever.
Oh shit.
That shit hard,
Oh shit.
So we went, and it was crazy. That was the first hook he let me write on that project. Then it went from that to I just did that the whole album. They leave, I stay.
Yeah.
Come up with more hooks. Yeah. Some of them make them, some of them don't. We gonna just turn them out, and I end up doing the one with Get With It with Snoop. Yeah, that shout out to Miss Cece LaFleur. That's her on there. And then I jumped on Made Man record. Cece is on that record with me.
Oh, shit.
When they say I had come in if you when they need me, baby. Then I be forgetting my own song. Yeah, so much.
There,
but the specific part that I'm thinking about is when I come on, I'm saying hanging out the window like a Malcolm with the yapper. If I said it, then I meant it. I ain't apologizing, partner. That's some real shit. But Cece is rapping, singing in the background. So to anybody that go back and listen to Made Man, listen closely, and you're gonna hear Cece in the background.
Oh, she's saying the same thing you saying?
We got it in.
So much goddamn, so much talent down here, man.
Man, we trapped it out me for years.
Love that.
God damn, boy, you got some stories, man.
Yeah, it's just a
we gonna need a part. We gonna need a part 2 with him. Because but it's just the opportunities that these guys be giving me.
Right.
You gotta take advantage of it, and you did. You definitely did.
And you gotta be in the right place
at the right time.
But that was already planned out for you. Like
it was written.
You just had to check. You just had to catch up to it.
Yeah,
and catch up to it.
And I never left.
Yeah,
like that's one thing for sure. I mean, and it's a gift and a curse because it's a sacrifice as far as time, as far as spending time with people.
Yeah,
so they always went sour for me. I just never.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So as an intern to now.
Yeah,
I just never.
So how many years has it been?
Shoot, 2009 and now about 16, 17, about to be 17 for you.
I was finna say 13.
No, wait a minute. 2009, 15, 16.
We on 4, 15, so it's a 5.
15.
9 and the 5 is a 4. So
14? Man.
Still.
Yeah, that's that, man.
That's still some years. I wasn't even thinking that. I was a
that's baby year. I was
down there baby when I came in, but it's just like I wanted it.
Yeah.
I wanted it. So now when I see people with that hunger and they say they want to intern, I be like, all right, bet.
Yeah, you already been through it, so you know what
I know what it take, and I know what and it's just about waiting for the opportunity. The opportunity don't always come. You know what I'm saying? It don't always come when you think it's gonna come. Let me say that, because the opportunity is gonna always come.
Yeah,
you just got to be able to see it.
Right.
So right. Ask you this: what would you? You got to be able to capitalize, and you got to be able to see the opportunity for what it is, and not goddamn get off that path. You feel me? You got to do that, and like I said, you got to know what you want. You see it, you can do it. So what would you tell a young, inspiring artist that has those same qualities? You know what I'm saying? What would you tell them, like, to get to where you are now?
It'll sound cliche,
yeah,
but it's the absolute truth.
Roll it.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't stop.
I be posting that all the time.
Yourself. Me too.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't doubt yourself. Like, I gotta look in the camera. Like, don't doubt yourself.
Don't do it.
Like, okay, now there's a difference between being arrogant and being confident, right?
True that.
Right.
And then there's a whole nother level of things when you're preparing.
Yeah.
And you sharpen it, right? So I'm sharpening. I'm listening. Nah, bro. I'm hard, bro.
Yeah.
I'm hard, bro. I know what I'm saying. I'm listening now. I know what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, the opportunity ain't came yet. I got to stay down. I can't. I didn't come this far to stop. And a lot of times that's what happens with a lot of people, right?
Comfortable.
Like this the dope. You get here,
right?
And they stop.
Yeah.
You can't stop.
Yeah.
You can't stop.
And get like that too.
I mean, and I can't take all the credit, right? Because I'm human.
Yeah.
And I wanna figure out another change or whatever the case may be. It's been plenty of times I wanted to leave the building.
Yeah.
Backbone, be like, nah.
Mm.
And then, but he'll say, this ain't your last stop.
Yeah.
But don't stop.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Joe Baker. Joe Baker, a couple of times I was like, yeah, I think I'm about done. I'm gonna go try this other angle. Now for me, ain't no plan B.
Yeah.
But I'll take different routes
to
get to my plan A.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm rethinking what am I gonna do, where am I gonna go, how am I gonna figure this out? Because it feels like I'm not moving, I feel stagnant. Joe Baker be like, nah, look, bro, you need to stay right where you at. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take the credit. Now, as far as the keep going, stick to itness, believing, that's me all day.
Yeah.
But in terms of not leaving,
right?
Imagine how I had left. I wouldn't have got that Grammy.
Right.
I would not have got that Grammy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta congratulate you again on that Grammy, bro.
Man, shout out.
That the first one? That was the first one.
Man, I got the email.
So
they gonna send me my trophy.
Bro, I was so happy for you, man. When I tell you, I was so happy. I hit you up. I'm like,
Right.
Man, I was cheering like, yeah, we did it.
I
was so happy for him, man.
When they called it out, I text probably like 5 people.
Yeah.
My brother was one.
Kelso, brother.
Yeah, I got 2 brothers.
Yeah, he said he had one.
Kelso, shout out to Kelso.
Yeah, Kelso. I text my brother. I text my homie just one. I text Kelso. Kelso probably was number 3 because when I text my brother, no, it wasn't in the group text. I text my brother. I text my homie Justin. We call him just one, and I kept text Kelso. I text them all 3 the same text. Ooh. I just like, yes, Lord, we won, man. Like, cause I'm just soaking it in, like,
man.
That shit is recorded phenomenal, bro. Yeah, I mean that shit is glass.
Yeah,
I'm talking about clean,
and it's a team effort, though.
Of course,
you feel me? Like okay, I did my part.
Right.
Yeah, I did my part, so then that they can go and do their part.
Exactly.
And then from there they can go and do their part. It's a stage. It's like, and I'm glad it went the way that it went because people don't believe in those stages of music no more, right? Everybody's trying. I mean, for one, budgets be tight, right? Yeah. So everybody's trying to figure out how to cut the budget. Like, yo, can you mix and master my project?
Right.
That ain't how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go. Somebody tracks the project.
Right.
Then it goes. Somebody mixes the project. And then it goes, somebody masters the project. These are 3 different sets of ears, 3 different approaches to the same goal. You get what I'm saying? Like, one thing can't nobody say about Mike, he did not skip steps. He didn't skip steps. When he started for the project, he hit me, hey, Gabe, I think I'm going to go in. I just want to treat this like a job. I think we just going to go in like a 9 to 5 every night. We're going to see what we come out with at the end. All right, cool. We tracked it out for about 3-4 months. This was right after we did
same way, 9 to 5.
Same way, 9 to 5. Boy, killing me too, because he like to come in late night hours.
Yeah.
It took me years to get big off of the late night hours. You know, so then coming in with him. So this was, and then we got in right after we finished up the Boomerverse. I mean, not Boomerverse, the Big Sleepover album. So I'm doing stuff in the day, recording people, running the building, and then Mike come in at 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? But
and mind you, this brother has a family.
Yeah.
His brother is a father.
And that's part of my rigmarole for the day. Take the kids to school. I gotta do it all over again. Get done with Mike at 2 or 3, 5 o'clock in the morning. Lay down and get back up at 6 to get the kids up. And get, you know what I mean? And just going through it.
Hard work, man. Paid off, man.
That's dedication, bro.
Everybody had to put in their hard work. Mike Allen, filmed the whole thing.
Mm.
Gangsta Boo was there a lot of the nights.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? That's why he said. That's why on the talking that shit.
Right.
That's why Mike say that.
Yeah.
Hit up Lola, went to Memphis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hit up Paul.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Lord Infamous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's that whole Lola Gangsta Boo was right behind me when he did that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it just was the energy. Everybody was just like, Ian, this is what we doing. Gangsta Boo was there the whole time. So this Grammy is just as much as Gangsta Boo Grammy as it is ours.
Yeah.
Shout out DJ Paul because he got the Grammy too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Man, bro, when I heard that, I went to Killer Mike here to listening. And when I heard it, man, I got home. I took some videos. I muted everything though, because I'm just from that old school. I ain't leaking shit.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And I just put a picture. I said, this dude gonna win a Grammy. It's still out there. You can go look at it.
Right.
Man, people in my comments like, nigga, what? I'm like, nigga, bet it.
Bet.
I'm like, I guarantee y'all.
I told him.
I haven't heard anything that's like well put together that took you on a journey.
Right.
And I could hear part 2 of that whole thing if he wanted to probably do it. I'm quite sure he got something. But man, I put that out there on Facebook, Instagram. I'm telling people, I'm like, I guarantee y'all this dude win.
Right.
And when he won, man, I was so freaking happy. But I was mad because they didn't air it.
Right.
I was out, me and my wife, we was out. And I'm on Hulu like, what the fuck is the thing?
And they been doing the hip hop like that?
Yeah. They've been doing it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And what usually
I heard.
happens is they because you know it's a lot that goes on in terms of the categories and all of
it's
that.
a lot.
Right. So you have the pre-Grammy show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's usually like 3 hours, maybe 4.
Damn,
but it's definitely like 3 hours, I would say.
Yeah.
And they run through all of that stuff that's not the biggest, award award categories.
Right,
That's when people win. Like when you say such and such swept, more than likely they swept that part. It's like the night the year John Baptiste swept, he swept at the pre, and then he won a couple ones at the main one. Yeah. So yes, they always have done that. But what they do too is usually they double back, and then they'll just announce it and say, "Oh, this is what you missed,"
right?
Or they might have somebody they might just go ahead and announce it like they didn't announce it. You get what I'm saying?
Man, they gotta put some respect on hip hop, man.
Yeah,
one of the biggest genres, man.
But that's why you didn't see it because he.
Bro, I was heated. I'm like, man, what is going on?
Yeah.
I go on Instagram, like, wait a minute. Man, I was up there pumped. I'm like, man, they won. I told them they was gonna win.
Put that shit down for the goddamn GA, bro.
But man, listen, Renegade, man, we gonna need a part 2, man. Like, I just gotta hear more of this journey you on, man. It's dope.
I'm happy to share it. Everybody need to hear, the journey, because a lot of people think it happens overnight.
Oh, right, true that.
Right.
That's the furthest thing from the truth.
Yeah.
It don't happen. Like even now, I'm still on the climb.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? 1 Grammy in, but it's just one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now people like, okay, you do know what you do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So now we continue going. We rolling back in with more projects. Everybody still got something. I got music about to drop. You get what I'm saying? So it don't stop. It can't stop.
You got a date on that?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm trying to have it out by summer for sure. For several reasons.
Okay.
But more than anything, the people want it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it might not be the masses, but the people that consume my music, they want it. They want it, and I'm gonna give it to them. So I'm just trying to figure out, because a lot of people forget that it's the music business.
Yeah.
Right.
So though we as artists want to release the music, and then like our homeboys or homegirls be like, just drop that shit. They drop it like I can't do it like that. I'm wiser now.
Yeah,
I can't just throw the music out just because I feel like it. Though I feel like it every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, do we have a rollout? Do we have a plan at all?
Already.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why there has been a lag. Because truthfully, I got like 3 or 4 EPs already done.
Good shit.
Like one of them is just like 2 songs from being completely done, completely mastered. You know what I mean? Record it, mix it, and send it to a mastering engineer.
Right.
Yeah, plenty of ammo.
Man. But man, like I said, we're gonna do a part 2, Renegade, man. This is
Yeah, appreciate
Hey man,
y'all.
I hope this is influencing y'all out there. The grind,
man, bro.
y'all seeing how
It motivated me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm inspired over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you dip out, man, give them your social media, man. How they can tap in with you, man.
IG wise is Renegade _EL_REY. My name is Renegade El Ray.
Grammy winning award.
Renegade
on
the
Facebook,
King.
you can find it at, you hear me?
Yeah.
On Facebook, you can find it the same way. Renegade ELREY. It's 3 different words.
Already.
And then anything else, any type of platform that you listen to the music on, that's what it is under. Renegade El Ray. You know, shout out to courtesy of the Goodfellas. I got a few records out with them. Shout out to Marley Blue. I got a record out with her. We've been putting out music. Shout out to Project Pat. I got a record with OG. I got another one coming. Yeah, just let that out the bag for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we got some dope music coming. So please tap in. It's gonna be a lot to see. It's gonna be a long journey, and we're gonna keep it pushing.
Already.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all can follow me, 216 DJ Poppy. Make sure y'all following Showtime ATL Podcast on IG.
So you believe it. Y'all holla at your boy Cujo Goody, KHUJOGOODIE. Just Google that thing, man. Holla at me, man. Click the link in the bio. That thing gonna open up to a whole tackle box.
Make sure you check out the Area 51.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
They put them here to tell captain. Poppy got it slapping like a wild beast savage. This ain't black magic, boy. I get it from my daddy.